Let me just go there faster. Start shooting him. Alright, and then that guy, keep at range. Can I open this box? Nothing found, never mind. Alright, this guy, keep at range. Let me see if he's got any loot. Nope. I'm gonna keep at range. Gonna speed up. So this shield booster thing, I'll show you what that does. Well, that's what it does, it just gives you more shield. That didn't take very long, did it? So we're gonna afterburner our way. I don't know if it's obvious what's going on, so the afterburner makes you go faster. So we're gonna afterburn our way up to this guy, and then start shooting him once we get there. And in the middle here, that shows you how much energy you're using. That's your capacitor, right? And we're at 95%, for example. So when you use that, it uses capacitor. When you use the afterburner, it uses capacitor. So this is just your energy. So if you use all that up, then you can't use these things anymore. Nothing found. You guys are bad. Alright, I'm gonna dock.
Warp drive active.
And this is combat. You just fly up and blow things up. Much more interesting than mining rocks. You know what I mean? Much more interactive than mining asteroids. More interactive even than transporting cargo. Maybe about the same level of interactivity as exploring relic sites and data sites. So there's like 4 kind of main things you can do in the game.
Docking permission requested. Docking request.
And mostly it's the fighting that's interesting. All the other stuff is not very interactive. I don't wanna... Hold on, let me just put away the mining. Unfit that. Although we're gonna get a gun, aren't we? Let me just complete mission. Excellent work. I'll have the miners. Hold on, let me just see what this thing is. So the 75 Gatling rails show info. Attributes, fittings, requirements, variations, industry. Okay, so this actually uses ammo. This actually uses ammo, right? Well, I might as well use it, right? So let me fit this. Fit to active ship. And they also gave us 2000 antimatter charges. Antimatter charges are the shortest range of all the charges, but also the highest damage. Alright, let's go request mission. The Guristas have kidnapped one of the miners and are demanding a hostage swap. They want the one responsible for their comrade's death, and apparently they have no idea you're a trained capsuleer. Go teach them a permanent lesson. I suggest you equip a shield booster or armor repairer, sure. Don't I have both? I have both. Cool. Cool story. Rewards is a Merlin. Merlin is a combat frigate, I believe. Let me show info there. Yeah, small hybrid turret and shields. So Merlin is a combat frigate. So we're gonna get a better combat ship out of this. Wait, I didn't accept? Alright, accept. So we're gonna go out there and blow up more ships. And warp to location.
Warp drive active.
Gatling rail. Civilian Gatling rail doesn't use any ammo. So this thing fall off within 11 kilometers. Optimal range within 7 kilometers. So I'm gonna change. Hold on. Set default keep at range distance to 5,000 meters. Set orbit distance 5,000 meters. Alright, good. Alright, here we are. So we are gonna keep at range. I'm gonna boost a little bit. Get there a little faster. Oh, they see us. How interesting. Alright, I'm gonna turn that off. And then when we get within like 10 kilometers, we start firing. And go.
Our module has run out of charges.
Wait, what? No, what are you doing? Antimatter charges. Alright, well I didn't load the charges. Oops. Alright, get utterly wrecked. You see that? Utterly wrecked. In fact, I'm just gonna loot your guys. You can come over to me, I'm not going over to you. Let me just loot these guys. Ammo, you either have to buy it or manufacture it. Oh, look at that stuff. That's cool. But we're not too concerned about the fact that we have to manufacture or buy things. Just because it's not that expensive anyway. Keeping at range 5,000. Alright, and go. Pew pew. Destroyed! Alright, there's more guys. Let me just mark them. Nothing found, alright. So we're gonna approach those guys. We're gonna boost once to get there a little faster. Maybe twice. Alright, we're gonna boost twice to get there faster. 2, 1, and go. Oh, these things are frigates. These are more powerful ships. Alright, interesting. And utterly destroyed. So I mean, it's a tutorial, so it's not difficult, the combat. You fly up, you shoot them. I'm using F1 and F2. I'm using like the keyboard shortcuts. If you're wondering why I don't seem to be clicking these down here. Loot all. And we're done. Alright. Wait, where are we going? Dock.
Warp drive active.
So F1 is this gun, F2 is this gun, and I'm just using that on the keyboard. Because it's easier, right? So you select your target with that, and once you've locked it, you just go F1, F2, and you start shooting at it if they're in range. So basically, when I'm fighting a combat, I'm looking at down here, I'm looking at the distance up here, I'm not really looking at the screen very much. So we used 15 rounds, right? We used 15 rounds of antimatter charge.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
We might just switch over to the new ship now, because that's actually a combat ship. Complete mission. Request mission. Here's a mission suited for someone of... Oh, electron blasters. The miners are happy, but now the station owners are not. A Garistas pirate has stolen some sensitive documents from them, and I'm tasked with quietly resolving the matter. I'm entrusting you with this. Get those documents back for me. Before we do that, should I switch ships? Merlin? Let me accept this. And then let me just repackage the whole thing. So this one can have 3 guns on it. We are going to put the antimatter charges there. And we are going to light electron. So this is very short range, the light electron. But then the railgun is longer range. Let me just no, don't turn them off. How do I load them? Unfit module show into wait. How do I load ammo? Do I have to do this manually? Alright, there you go. Stack all there. Items. Alright, so what else do we want to put on this? Armor repair. Oops, armor repair. Overdrive inject.
There is already something in that location.
What? No, the other one. Cold gas enduring micro warp drive. This makes you warp faster, right? Massive boost to speed for a very short time. The thruster boost. Oh no, it's maximum velocity bonus 500%. So it just makes you a lot faster for a little while. I don't think this works very well here anymore. Okay, so we can't sustain that very long. So this allows you to boost someone else's capacitor. Let me put that there. So what else do I want around here? I think that's about it, isn't it? Alright, let's see how well this ship suits us. Undock. The electron blaster is much shorter range. We might have to change our range. Or just use the long range gun. Alright, let's warp to location. So the electron blaster, see that it's within optimal range within 500 meters. So the blasters are very close range, but they do more damage. Although not that much more, look at that. So 13 heat and 18 kinetic versus 11 heat and 16 kinetic. So it's not that much more powerful. It's a bit more powerful, not that much. So let's do that. These drones we need to think about. So at that distance, so the drone we're probably going to use the other two on. Why is it shooting already? If they get within... Oh, the Weber drone is a tackler, I see. Alright, so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have to target those, target that one, target that one. That one, and then there's a bigger ship coming from further away. Oh wait, what am I doing? That's too far away. Alright, gonna approach those guys. Alright, so now they're in range, there we go. Although you see the electron blaster is missing completely, so it's not actually doing anything. So the maximum range is like 2 kilometers. Alright, good. So we don't really need the blasters. What is that guy doing? And do we care? Don't we just want to pick up the documents and then run away? Oh, the ship's gone. The ship didn't. So the bigger ship didn't even engage us. Nothing found. Of course, nothing found. So the neutron blast is like, I'm not really into short range combat. Like you have to be really close, and you're not doing that much more damage. But that's the option, right? If you want to do that sort of combat, you can do it up close. I'm really more into kiting and long range. Can I reload? Alright, let me just reload everything. And we're done.
Warp drive active.
You might notice this ship is actually more maneuverable than the last one.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Alright, so that's fun. That one's done. Complete that. Request mission. I suspect we'll get a chance before long to hunt down this pirate who escaped. Meanwhile, I've located an illegal stargate hidden by the interference from a large dead space field, and I want you to scout the area. Sure. Scout the area. Easy. So you see how the combat is much more straightforward. You fly there, you blow up the ships, you fly back, and that's it.
Warp drive active.
I mean, it's not that I don't want the combat to be, you know, fun in the game. I'm just saying that if the combat is this much more fun than the rock mining, then everyone's gonna be a ganker. Because the combat is just more fun. It's not that I want the mining to be more fun. My sensors have found nothing in the area other than this lone stargate, partly hidden inside a cluster of rock formations. I would advise you to proceed with care. Smuggler gates such as these are really left untended. Your agent instructed you to approach the stargate. Be ready to retreat should the need arise. Alright, well, we're gonna approach. Approach the stargate. Retreat if the need arise. Let me just get there faster. I've approached. Now what? Do I run? Do I run away? Wait, what? Oh. We're getting wrecked.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, we're getting wrecked by the Stargate. Can we just warp faster, please? We're stuck in rocks, we can't warp. Alright, well, let me... Okay, now we can warp. Alright, good. Well, that's the shenanigans. You fly in and there's poison gas or something. Radiation, whatever it is. That's the mission. You fly up, get hit a little bit, and then fly away again. What an easy mission. Like, what is that even? Did I dock? Oh, let's dock.
Permission requested. Docking request accepted.